taking off from VC Bird International in Antigua. Parking brake off would be good. Make sure I got the landing lights on. Yep. Still having electrical problems here. But I'll press on regardless. So I'm going to fly around clockwise along the Beach Bonanza route and take a few laps around English Bay, English Harbour when we get down there. Okay. Right, fuel's good. Everything's good except a couple of panels not lit up. We can fly without them. Spooling up. Burner kicking in, toe brakes off. Minimum burner will do because we accelerate pretty quick. Rotating a bit early, holding 5 degrees. Should be climbing away. Yes. Tap the brakes, gear up. Landing lights off. And let's head to Indian Town Point, which is waypoint 1. Let's go to the left wing cam to buzz these yachts at 400 knots. Oh, that rhymes. Got some nice camera angle set up now. And we can see waypoint 1 coming up. About 12 o'clock. Beautiful. Look at the water. Waypoint 2 is going to be Smith Island. So here's Dian Bay. Oh, sorry, gone way past that. Smith Island coming up right there, under the nose. Half Moon Bay on the right, turning right now to English Harbour. Right, let's get back in the pit. And they want us to do a few fast and low circuits. See there's screen rebooting there. The 2 main screens are okay. I think I must have bumped a fuse somewhere. Anyway, these Sukhois are pretty rugged. I'll keep flying. No problem. So it's coming in low and fast. Put on a bit of a show for them. English Harbour coming up. We'll come across the North Shore. Do a high G loop. Horizontal loop. Yeah, it's 5 Gs. That's hard work. Back across the marinas. And I'll do it again from the wing cam view. Hopefully, maybe that camera. Yep. Harbour mouth coming up. Back to the North Shore. And then we'll exit to the west. Nice. Beautiful. Okay, heading up the west coast. but premature, not yet. Still heading to waypoint 4. Which is just under the left wing. Cut inside it and head north now. Coming out to waypoint 5, northwest corner of the island, and then we'll actually follow the coast back around to the airport, I think, for a change, rather than head directly east. Beautiful. Across the top of St. John's, the capital. Let's pan right, and the airport should be about 1 o'clock. There it is. Heading downwind. Beautiful. See if I can land from this camera view. At 300 knots. Just passing the end of the runway, I think. Yep. Okay, turn to final, throttle back. Gear coming down. Runway should be inside. There it is. Wow. Then we overshot. And stall warnings everywhere. Okay. Alright, gears down. We've got 3 greens. Tap the speed brake. Well, you know what? I had the speed brake out. What a dope. What a dope. Okay, here we go, here we go. This will be dodgy because camera angle. Oh, we're down, we're down. Speed brake out. Wow, that was some stuff going on there. Right, really got behind the aircraft. Anyway, I hope the guys at English Harbour liked the little demo. Okay, I'm in the Su-57 Felon, doing a tour of the Caribbean to demonstrate the virtues and qualities of this wonderful aircraft to the local Coast Guards and Air Forces. So we're starting off at letter A, Antigua, Barbuda. We're going to fly the Beach Baron. Is it Beach Baron mission? What's it called? Not Beach Baron. Beach Bonanza. Yep, sorry. And which is a clockwise transit around this beautiful island. So let's get on the road. Do a short takeoff. It's going to be very quick. Rotating now. Tap the brakes. Gear up. Already 300 knots. Amazing. Come back out of burner. And we'll just do a quick transit. So waypoint 1 is Indian Town Point, northeast corner of the island. Oh, looks like I just rebooted some of the avionics there. Yeah, I did. It's interesting. Master avionics on, yep, okay. Keep the show on the road. The show must go on. Let's go to our right wing cam. As we pass through, here we go. Right on the waypoint. Interesting there. The radio cut out too, that's interesting. Okay, we'll carry on. Down the east coast, waypoint 2 coming up. 2 miles to go, it's going to be very quick. Waypoint 2 is Smith Island at Half Moon Bay. And that's it on the left. Half Moon Bay right there. Now to Nelson's Dockyard at English Harbour. Obviously I've done something wrong with the switchology, but it doesn't surprise me. It took me 15 minutes to work out the fuel valves. So now Nelson's Dockyard's coming up. Got about 470 knots. There's Nelson's Dockyard on the left, English Harbour on the right there. Fantastic. Been flying around here in the Bell helicopter for a while, scouting locations, and this feels like it's on warp drive. But it's nice to be familiar with the locations. Now we're coming up to waypoint 4, which is Fort Johnson's Point. It's the most southwesterly part of the island nation. Very small point coming up. See if I can just see it. Right there. Right under the nose. Okay. Now we're heading north. Check out the different camera views. That one should be nice. Yeah, they're all pretty good. And last waypoint coming up is Deep Bay. We've just buzzed past about 100 beautiful harbours, but that's what the helicopter's for. So they're waiting for us at the airport to come back and land. Heading back to the east. To get permission to land if the radio is working at all. Yeah, see, electrical system's off. Righto. Oh, I'm going to do a comms out landing. Interesting. So runway 07, which is right under the nose there. Oh, that was quick. Alright, let's fly upwind. About 500 feet, looks good. Let's go 350 knots. Turn to downwind. Got traffic up there, is that a bird? Sitting on 350, we're on downwind. Bit fast, yeah, obviously I got a switch set wrong. At least the engines are running. Okay, let's turn to final. And I'm going to pop the speed brake out. Drop the gear now. And I've lost the runway out just like that. It's a bit because I turned so tight. Wow. Yeah, wow. Okay, let's do it again. That was terrible. Gear up. Good thing we got to do this before the celebrities turned up. So don't turn so hard. By the way, the flight model's just been upgraded too, so that's my excuse. Yeah, it's much more responsive now. Sure. No, I'm just rusty. Okay, back to downwind again. So we're on downwind. I want to get to about 350. Bit high. Okay, there's the 350. Throttle back. There's the threshold while it gets past the wingtip. And I'm going too slow. Okay, let's turn to final, not so hard this time. Throttle back though. Gears coming down. There's the threshold, right. So 3 Gs is enough. We've got 3 greens, yes. Landing lights are on. Let's get our head in the HUD. Throttle's at idle, we should slow it pretty nicely. Yep, the staple and carrot, well they were good, disappeared off the HUD now. So we're a bit slow. And we've got stall warnings everywhere. So once I land pretty fast actually. Although this is a flapless landing. So here we go, let's get it down. Righto, wheel brakes on, speed brake out. Okay, now when I was in Cuba I did do a full flat landing at about 120 knots, so right, I've got to look at that again, but first thing first, let's find out what's going on with the electrical system. And get it all smoothed out before the audience arrives. Anyway, that was good fun, if somewhat frenetic, but hey, that's what it's all about. FAB. I'm off the east coast of Antigua. Absolutely glorious scenery. Just been doing some handling tests and checking out the CFD, which is a lot of fun. Didn't manage to get into that falling leaf scenario today, but I've done it once before in this. Anyway, it handles like a dream. Very fluid, responsive. What more could you ask for? And fast. That's what. And it is fast. Let's do a supersonic sprint past the airport because they always enjoy that. Let's go to the. There we go. Good time. We just went through the sound barrier. Throttling back, and we're running along the north shore of Antigua. If I look left, we should see airport. Yep. Fantastic. So much fun. Just check the fuel. Yeah, still good. Now, any ships out here today? I don't think so. Nothing on the radar. In which case, I'll just whip down the west coast to 8.4 and then probably come straight back to the airport, I think. I'm just going past waypoint 5, Deep Bay, heading down to waypoint 4, which is Turner's Beach. Some beautiful resorts in there, which checked out in the Bell 407 a couple of days ago. Probably staying here for a while. I think I'm just getting used to the place. Looks amazing. So here's waypoint 4, southwest corner of the island. Pull a few G's. Head back up to the west coast. Fantastic. Time is 9:08 AM. And back to Deep Bay. There it is, waypoint 5. Let's go around the North Shore and land. Let's get permission. It's always good. Channel 2. Channel 1. Mike India Golf 3.
VC Bird Tower MiGMan 007 is 5 miles west 700 feet with Mike to land.
MiGMan 007 VC Bird Tower. Altimeter 29.902, wind 110 at 1 tree.
Right, got the runway dialed in.
Runway 07.
Mike India Golf copy.
Make left base runway 07 MiGMan 007.
Look at that water, incredible. Okay, I've got 07 dialed in. Let's jump into the pit. And there's the runway. I'm going to stay at 1200 feet, I think, because although that's where the clouds seem to start, but stay above those radio masts. Okay, turning onto downwind. There's some radio masts around about here. Okay, I'm right 10 degrees. There they are. Yep. Really want to avoid running into those, I think.
MiGMan 007, wind 110 at 1 tree. Cleared to land runway 07.
Mike India Golf copy. Righto,
Clear
throttle
to
back.
land runway 07 MiGMan 007.
Pull 3 Gs, around we go. I pop the speed brake. And gear down. Now I've only just noticed by RTFMing that you can pop the gear down under 300 knots. I've been waiting till 250, so gives me a lot more room to play with. Makes sense too, because it takes off so quickly. Right, 180 I think is good for approach. Got 3 greens. 8 degrees, 180 knots. Coming down on the piano bars. Looking good, 07. Oh, a little bit hard. Speed brake out. Toe brakes on. Too much chatting on. Final. Toe brakes off, speed brake in.
MiGMan 007,
Oops.
turn next taxiway.
Yep, going a bit fast. That's better. Nice. There we go. More fun in Antigua. Okay, taxiing out rather quickly. Got to be careful. This thing really gets away on you. At VC Bird Airport in Antigua. And we're just going to do a few low circuits around the nearby countryside and probably a couple of touch and goes because I need the practice a lot. Right, feels good. Lights are on, all the lights are on. Let's plug in a bit of burner and get moving. Toe brakes off. 50 knots, 60, 120 rotating. Oh, trying to hold that 5 degrees. Aircraft on the runway. Tap the brakes, gear up. What the heck? She gave me permission to take off. Wow, not impressed with that. Mind you, I should have had a better look. I do acknowledge that. So just heading round, what's it called? What's the name island? I can't see it on my little map. It's got like a Hollywood name. I have to look it up again. The smaller island there is called Maiden Island. But this Long Island, that's what it's called, Long Island, yes. It's kind of Hollywood. Other side of the country, I guess. Right, that's an interesting building there. Right, let's just do a couple of low passes. To the west, south and east of the airport. Let's go left wing cam. Keep it subsonic. Still in St. John's, which is the capital. At 500 knots. Actually, I want to fly down to this.
007 ATC services terminated. Good day.
Like India Golf, copy. Turn her down a bit. There's a really nice harbour. Pretty sure I just went past it. Yeah, it's interesting. That's the one. Yeah. Yeah, gorgeous. It's like a lagoon. Lots of marinas. Really nice. Big golf course too. Wow. Yeah, I flew the chopper down here a couple of days ago. And had a really great time. Didn't even see the golf course though, so another reason to come back. Beautiful. Right, let's head east across the island. speed, just speed, right, heading due east. Beautiful. Yeah, still having electrical problems here. Now, there's a town called All Saints I just want to fly over. Then we'll head back to the airport. This is it here, All Saints. Okay, it's kind of a low-rise place, but a couple of crossroads here. Two main north-south roads run right through it, so it's worth knowing about that. Back to the north. Do a few touch and goes before I do that. I'm going to head over Long Island as a point of reference and to see if I can climb above the clouds, see what it looks like up there. So Maiden Island, Long Island, and up we go. Fantastic. 4,000 or 5,000 feet, 50 degrees up, 600 knots. Come out of burner. Just looks amazing. Wow. It is nice up here. 21,000 feet, wow. Okay. Thing climbs like a rocket. So there's the north east corner of Antigua. Half Moon Bay, Down Bay. There's St. John's at the airport. Awesome. About 22,000 feet, we're just barely hanging on, 200 knots. Fantastic. Right, let's see if we can do some touch and goes, see if the radio's, yeah, radio's off. I'm going to try and recycle there you go. I just recycled the landing lights. Channel 2. Channel 1. Mike and you go off 2.
VC Bird Tower MiGMan 007 is 4 miles east 14,600 feet with Mike for touch and go.
MiGMan 007 VC Bird Tower. Altimeter 29.9, wind 110 at 1 tree. Fly left downwind runway 07.
Mike and you go off, copy.
Fly left downwind runway 07 MiGMan 007.
Now I got the throttles fully retarded. Watch out for these radio towers here. Yep, these ones. Look very cool though.
MiGMan 007 wind 110 at 1 tree. Clear touch and go left traffic runway 07.
Mike and you go off, copy. Okay, speed
Clear
break
touch
out.
and go runway 07 MiGMan 007.
Still out, still fast, too fast for the gear. Gear down now. Gear travelling. Let's get our head in the hard. Speed brake in. So easy with the hot as. 3 greens, touch and go. Oh, there's a touch, let's go. Touch the brakes and gear up. Birds? I'm sure they're birds. Yep, pretty sure they are. Okay. Just want to reconfigure my cockpit here. Because I've got a moving map where I normally have the vertical speed indicator. Right, done, got it back. Back in the pit. Let's try again. We'll go left of this tower.
MiGMan 007, wind 110 at 13. Clear touch and go left traffic runway 07.
Mike India Golf, copy. Where am I? Pretty close, but anyway, speed brake out. Speed brake still out.
MiGMan 007, please acknowledge.
Gear down. Mike India Golf, copy. Now I've lost track of the runway. Where the heck is it? There. Right, speed brake in. Right, totally botched that. Totally botched. Gear up. Try one more. Anyway, it's great fun. It's always a great day for flying in Microsoft Flight Sim. Now look at that weather.
MiGMan 007, please acknowledge.
Mike India Golf, copy.
Cleared for touch and go runway 07 MiGMan 007.
Right, turning to downwind, we've got 30 degrees to go. Where are those radio towers? They're on the right. Okay, we're good. That's about where I want to be. 350 knots, about 1,000 feet, 600 to 1,000, somewhere in there. So speed up a bit, descend, get ready to turn to final. Okay, let's go to idle. Let's turn. Right, got a tally on the runway. And geared down. Now, speed brake out. Feels good, got 3 greens. Coming downhill. Speed brake in. And I think we'll stop this time. That was pretty good, right on the piano bars. Touchdown. Speed brake out. Pushing the nose gear, sorry, the nose wheel down. Toe brakes are on. We usually manage to get off at this taxiway. Yep. Speed brake in. Toe brakes off. And they never really detect the touch and goes very well. I didn't do it in P3D or FSX or any of the versions actually. It's just a thing, I guess. See what she reckons. Yes, she doesn't even know I'm down. Mind you, it was a pretty stealthy landing. So cool. Another great day in the Caribbean. Doing a takeoff from VC Bird in the right underwing view. Let's check it out. Going to full burner. This will be quick. 120 knots, rotating. Tap the brakes, gear up.
MiGMan 007, continue for east departure.
Mike India Golf, copy.
MiGMan 007, leaving light airspace, frequency change approved.
Mike India Golf, copy.
VC Bird Tower MiGMan 007 frequency change.
Yeah, wow, it accelerates so quickly in full burner. And I really oversped the gear. Anyway, live and learn. On the plus side, everything's working nicely. There's a quick 4G pull as we come towards waypoint 1. There it is, northeast corner of the island, Diane Bay. What's the time? It's 8 o'clock, 8:43 a.m. Hi guys. They're getting quite used to seeing me. The blue outline of the Felon blasting past about breakfast time. Next stop is Half Moon Bay, Smith Island. And that is coming up. Just passed over it, there it goes.
Tango, wind 110 at 13. Clear to land runway 07.
Let's see if we can fly in the harbour mouth to Nelson's Dockyard. So these modified Stark Industry
Runway 07 generic Golf Tango Delta.
GoPros are working really well, and the adamantium mounts are super strong, as you can see. Yeah, everything's looking great. 250 knots, it's slow enough. Now around the next bend we should see entrance to Nelson's Dockyard, which I haven't managed to actually fly in yet. Let's see if we can do it this time. Here it is. Quite slow. Yep, straight over the dockyard. And then we're at English Bay. Very cool. Let's do a ridge run around the north side of English Bay. Past our favourite shoe shop. Awesome. in through the harbour mouth at English Harbour. Just check I got the camera oriented correctly. I do. 300 knots. Fantastic. Let's see if we can fly out of the harbour mouth again. Yep, we can. Very cool. Now onto the west coast. This is becoming somewhat of a milk run. Now, having done the flight several times, and that's cool because that's when you really start to relax, get in the groove and enjoy checking out the scenery. And if all that what was on offer was the Antigua, Barbuda scenery, I'd happily just keep flying around that. But luckily, there's more. I've got 4 volumes of Caribbean flights. It's close to 100 flights. And then there's the rest of the world. Fantastic. Heading up the west coast now. Let's crank it up a bit. Transonic there. Approaching waypoint 5, which is Deep Bay. Which is just about here. Let's head east to the airport. And let's get permission to land. Channel 2. Channel 1. Mike India Golf 3.
VC Bird Tower MiGMan 007 is 5 miles west 600 feet with Mike to land.
MiGMan 007 VC Bird Tower. Altimeter 29.9, wind 110 at 13. Fly straight in runway 07.
Mike India Golf, copy.
007, follow the aircraft on the runway. Wind 110 at 13. Cleared to land runway 07.
Mike India Golf, copy.
Clear to land runway 07 MiGMan 007.
Just check to the right. So, aircraft on the runway. Let's have a look. Might pop some smoke actually, why not?
007, go around.
Mike India Golf, copy.
Going around MiGMan 007.
Generic Golf Tango, contact ground on 121.9.
Can't see him. Doesn't mean he's not there. Okay.
121.9 for generic Golf Tango dash.
And smoke off. Awesome. Oh, there he is. He went right to the end of the runway. There's our smoke. Awesome. Check that out. Love that smoke. Probably have to go around again before she lets us land, I think. That's okay, we'll pop some more smoke. Smoke on.
007, wind 110 at 13.
No, she's cleared us already.
Runway 07.
Not to worry. Mike India Golf, copy.
Clear to land runway 07 MiGMan 007.
That is so cool. And smoke off coming up. Yep. Does hit the frame rate, I've noticed. Smoke off. That looks very cool. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Super cool. Righto, let's get back into business mode as we turn to downwind. Stay around 1,000 feet, so I know I'll clear those radio towers on the right there. Probably should go higher actually. 1,500 is probably more prudent. That looks so cool. Right. Turning to final, we're a little bit slow actually. We'll take it easy. Gear down. $230, $220. Let's get our head in the HUD. Throttle back. Looking for probably about 180. 8 degrees alpha, a bit slow now. Watch the speed. Only saved by the tremendous thrust. Touchdown. Wow, that is bouncy, bouncy. Speed brake out. Now try aerodynamic braking, see if that works here. Yeah, I don't think it's as effective as just using the brakes actually. Toe brakes. Because this thing's got such a large planform. Speed brake in, it just wants to take off again. Or float. Oh, yeah. Run down the runway like a wheelbarrow with the nose wheel up, so I think planting the nose wheel, putting the brakes on seems to be a good strategy. Anyway, doesn't get much more fun than that. 7:21 AM at VC Bird Airport. Going to fly counterclockwise. So running backwards through the waypoints this time, because why not? Also means we're not flying into the morning sun on the first leg. Right, let's stop about here I reckon. Yep. Very good. I might do a bit of a exploration. Actually, I've got a second map on display here with all the place names on it. So, yeah, see what I reckon. Spooling up. Toe brakes off. Touch of burner. Ready to rotate. 120. Let's start now. Try to hold that 5 degrees. Climbing away, touch the brakes, gear up. And So it gets up just before 250 knots. Okay, so landing lights off. Very cool. So what I might do is fly straight down to English Harbour for a change. Everything's good.
MiGMan 007, did you copy?
Mike India Golf, copy.
VC Bird Tower MiGMan 007 frequency change.
I didn't actually having radio problems. I think I've narrowed it down to when well, I think I have, yeah. I just turned the taxi lights on and off, and that seemed to trip some kind of fuse on the top displays. So at least I've got something to report now. Now, where are we? Kind of heading down the west coast. Quite foggy here. Let's go through that gap. And I'm just looking for place names. But I better look out for terrain first and foremost. So that's rebooting now. And wow, look at that radio masts. Quite a cluster there. Right. Quite humid. Anyway, we're underneath the clouds now. So let's head east. Cardi's C-A-D-E, Cardi's Bay Marine Preserve. We're just exiting. Looks like a lovely resort there too. English Harbour's the next named place on the map. Fabulous. Yeah, look, those displays are off again. I'm going to just cycle the taxi lights, landing lights. No. Okay. Anyway, I've narrowed it down to being some electrical problem. Here's English Harbour. And the all English names here, so the town there is called Falmouth, F-A-L Mouth, which I believe is a town in the United Kingdom also. And I do know from flying the chopper there's a nice shoe shop there. Is it that the one, or is it? No, it's at the previous marina. These kind of things are hard to spot from fast jets. No, it's got to be that marina. It's the only one on the North Shore. It's like a 3-story building with a nice window display. Let's go around once more. Fantastic. Rightio. I don't really want to fly into that morning sun. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, it's pretty bright over there. So let's rather continue up the west coast. This is waypoint 4 right here. And we'll head up to waypoint 5. Sorry, not waypoint 4. Waypoint 4 is about 3 miles ahead of us. colours on the water, they're just spectacular. If I lean forward out of my straps, I can see over the shoulder to some extent. Yep, I can see waypoint 4. 12 o'clock. Let's go to the right wing camp. Beautiful. I'm so far behind this aircraft. We're already halfway up the west coast, approaching waypoint 5. So there you go. Okay, let's head back to the airport. See if we can get permission to land, see if the radio is on. Well, looks like it. Channel 2. Channel 1. Mike India Golf 3.
VC Bird Tower MiGMan 007 is 4 miles southwest 500 feet with Mike to land.
MiGMan 007 VC Bird Tower. Altimeter 29.92, wind 110 at 1 tree. Make straight in runway 07.
Mike India Golf, copy.
MiGMan 007, wind 110 at 1 tree. Cleared to land runway 07.
Mike India Golf, copy.
Clear to land runway 07 MiGMan 007.
Turn to downwind. We'll stay about 350 knots. Stay inside those radio masts. And okay, that's downwind. Heading to 5. And get ready to turn to final. A bit slow actually. Want to be 350. There we go. Throttles to idle. Pulling about 3 Gs. To come back to land. And boy, I've lost tally on the runway already. There it is. Okay, the plan worked. Air brake out. Still too fast for the gear. So the plan worked. Way too fast. You know what? Let's see if we can get the gear down in time. Speed brake in. Got 3 greens. Yeah, we can do it. We can do it. We're down. Speed brake out. Toe brakes on. And we're going to be alright. Speed brake in.
MiGMan 007, turn next taxiway.
Roger that. Very good.
MiGMan 007, contact ground on 121.9er.
Another fine day in Antigua. Doing a dawn flight in Antigua in the Su-57. It's only about 5-minute trip in this beast, so let's get on the road. Toe brakes on, parking brake off, throttle up. I'll do a dry power takeoff. 70, 80, 90%, release the brakes. rotate about 120 about now. Hold the 5 degrees, positive rate of climb. Tap the brakes, gear up.
MiGMan 007, continue for east departure.
Mike India Golf, copy.
VC Bird Tower MiGMan 007, continue for east departure.
At least in the in dry power I managed to
MiGMan 007, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
turn her down. Mike India Golf, copy.
VC Bird Tower MiGMan 007, frequency change.
Yeah, at least I managed to retract the wheels before I go over 250 and without burning the tyres and all that stuff. But when you take off in full burner on this and you're doing 300 knots, 350 before you get to the end of the runway. Okay, so a beautiful tropical morning, heading east at the moment. Just check my altimeter. Yep, looking good. Let's go to the wing cam as we approach the first waypoint, which is Indian Town Point at Dian Bay. Taking a leisurely pace, probably about 250 knots will do us. Still be back in less than 10 minutes. So here's Dian Bay. Indian Point's the rocky outcrop dead ahead. See you guys. Watch the speed. I was just about to say watch the speed. Watch the speed. Gotta say the burner looks great in the morning light. Speaking of lights, I've got everything on, not including landing and taxi lights. Let's cancel those. Just reassigned a lot of lighting switchology. Just past waypoint 2, by the way. Just what's it called? Smith Island in at Half Moon Bay. Never sure which. I think it's the northernmost bay of those two little ones. And what am I talking about? We've just gone past waypoint 3, which was Nelson's. No, now we're coming up to waypoint 3 to get it right. Right, get my head in the game, slow up. Literally speed brake out. Get below the cloud layer. So English Harbour is about 1 o'clock. Nelson's Dockyard will fly over on the way in there. Just watch the speed here, keep it around 200, 250. Here's Nelson's Dockyard and very sheltered little anchorage, and here's English Harbour. Beautiful. And won't break the sound barrier this time because people are still in bed. They won't thank us for that. Can give them a bit of afterburner though. Fantastic. Heading to the southwest corner, which is Fort Johnston's Point. And I'll speed up a bit now. It's a bit less to see down this corner of the island. No offence to the people who live here, it's still gorgeous. Sitting at about 370 knots. Let's have a look at the sunset. Sorry, sunrise. Beautiful. And here's the southwest corner. We're going to do a hard right turn. Head north. There's a ship out there too, actually. That's can't resist that. Let's go and have a look. It's good. Always good practice. Do a slightly subsonic intercept. Take a picture as we fly past. Come in under the radar, we're about 400 feet. 450 knots. Let's get the camera ready. What is it? Camera. Damn, didn't work, but I got the backup with the trigger. So it's a cruise ship. Very cool. Wow, look at those colours. Right, now I'm getting lost. Okay, nope, I can see the island, so must be near the northeast corner. Yep, we are. Cool. Look at that. Northeast corner is Deep Bay, which is just adjacent to St. John's, the capital. You can see a blinking light about 10 o'clock, that's the airport. Pretty much where the sun is too. Now getting slow. Let's head around the North Shore. About 150 feet. Fabo. F-A-B. Actually, I had a battery operated Thunderbird 1 when I was a kid. On a wire, you could steer it left and right. That was pretty amazing. But this feels like what Thunderbird 1 looked like. Super fast. There's the airport. Fantastic. Right, let's get back in the driver's seat. Channel 2. Channel 1. Mike India Golf 3.
VC Bird Tower MiGMan 007 is 2 miles north 1,000 feet with Mike to land.
MiGMan 007 VC Bird Tower. Altimeter 29er.9er, 2 wind 110 at 1 tree. Make left traffic runway 07.
Mike India Golf, copy.
Enter left downwind runway 07 MiGMan 007.
Easy. So you want heading 250. We are like about 600 feet, 350 knots before I brake to final. So let's descend and speed up. Keeping an eye out for these radio towers on the right there. I've actually never noticed that before. Right.
MiGMan 007, wind 110 at 1 tree.
Pretty
Clear
wide
to land
actually.
runway 07.
Back India Golf, copy.
Clear to land runway 07 MiGMan 007.
Right, turning to final. I'm going to drop the gear down. Watch the speed here, watch the speed. Turning too tight. Lost sight of the runway. But according to my map, there it is. Right, actually it went wide. I'm surprised. Gee, I might do that again. Yep, gear up. Well, I could rescue that, but let's try and be a bit more elegant about things. Hi guys. That was just a practice run. Right, turning to downwind. Throttle back. Climbing. Looking for 350. It's a better distance. Yeah, that's why I hadn't seen those masts before, because I don't usually fly that wide in the downwind. Bit of turbulence here this morning too. Okay, so ready to turn, throttle back, pull about 3 Gs, drop that gear now. Head back in the game and yep, I can see the approach lights there. 3 greens, gears down, stall warnings coming on, add power, too low. But I think we'll land it and then we'll come back and do some touch and goes. As the sun comes up. There we go, touchdown. Toe brakes on, speed brake locked. Oh, slammed that nose gear down. And it's looking good. Probably turn off here if I keep the brakes on.
MiGMan 007,
Yep.
turn next taxiway.
We can. Pulls up pretty quick.
MiGMan 007, contact ground on 121.9er.
Okay, there we go. 14 minutes with all the ship intercepts and the mucking around, but beautiful dawn flight in Antigua. Okay, taking off from VC Bird Airport. I'm going to try to take off in this under wing view with a little bit of burner, so toe brakes off. 50 knots, 60, 70, 80, 90, 120 rotating. Positive rate of climb, tap the brakes, stop those tyres spinning, gear up. Fantastic.
MiGMan 007, you are not cleared to take off.
Sorry about that. My apologies. Radio's been pretty dodgy lately, actually. We've had some electrical issues. Anyway, that plane mechanically seems to be good. Let's head out to Indian Town Point. Pretty low altitude. Let's come a bit more to the north. Almost there. Slow off a bit. Now we'll turn over Dian Bay. There we go. Down the east coast. And this time of morning, 6:14, it's glorious. 0614. Just check my new over the shoulder view, nice. Now we're coming up to Smith Island. At Half Moon Bay. There it is. Let's go right over the top and then we're around to Nelson's Dockyard. Actually, this time I'll try to fly in the harbour entrance. It's a pretty small entrance. Nelson's Dockyard. Very sheltered anchorage. Famous hurricane, 19th century. 100 plus ships were wrecked, but the two in this anchorage survived. And we'll see why when we get in there. Surrounded by high ground, which we can see in front of us. It's just around the next point, I think. Pretty leisurely, 200 knots at the moment. Just checking out those buildings on the right on the beach there. So around this point, and I'm going to start turning right. See if we can get a better view up here. Quite slow actually, too slow. Let's go to the right cam. There we go, in here. I'm going to stay around 200 knots, which is very, very slow for this aircraft, and pointing right at Nelson's Dockyard now. Fabo, right there, and then we'll fly around English Bay, as is our want with an O. Fly out the harbour mouth and turn to the west. That beautiful pink soil. Nature is full of complementary colours. For those who know the Chevreau colour system. Like that pink and blue back there, just fantastic. Orangey pink, turquoise. So it's halfway between green and blue. Fabulous. Now we're at waypoint 4 and we're heading up the west coast. Just pan to the right. Total whiteout over there from the morning sun. Look at the colours down here. Fantastic. Unbelievable. And I will follow the North Shore route to the airport this time. Adds about 10 miles to the trip, but that will be but a trice in this aircraft. A mere trice. Okay, let's jump back inside. Is the airport about 2 o'clock? See if the radio's up. Oh, it is at the moment. Channel 2. Channel 2. Channel 1. Mike India Golf 3.
VC Bird Tower MiGMan 007 is 2 miles north 1,300 feet with Mike to land.
MiGMan 007 VC Bird Tower. Altimeter 29.9, 2 wind 110 at 1 tree. Fly left downwind runway 07.
Mike India Golf, copy.
Fly left downwind runway 07 MiGMan 007.
Rightio, there's the threshold right there.
MiGMan 007 wind 110 at 1 tree. Cleared to land runway 07.
Mike India Golf, copy.
Clear to land runway 07 MiGMan 007.
Right. Throttle back. Turning to final. Gear down, still got my landing lights on, I noticed. And let's get in the HUD. Should be lined up pretty well, but boy, it's hard to see. Oh, there it is, 11 o'clock. Going quite slow, still warnings everywhere. Speeding up. Trying to line up as well. It's a shocker. In my defence, it's pretty hard to see. Right on the edge here, but yeah, I think we'll be okay. 180 knots seems to be a sweet spot. Right on the piano bars after all that. We're down. Speed brake on, toe brakes on, throttles back. Whew. All happens pretty quick.
MiGMan 007 turn next taxiway.
Oh, I've got my taxiway helper on. I'll stop here at the hold short, just turn that helper off.
MiGMan 007 contact ground on 121.9.
And there we go. Right on 10 minutes. FAB. Righto, gearing up for a supersonic dash over English Harbour, which is just round the bend. I should go supersonic about at this headland. Yep, pretty close. Let's even go in the harbour mouth. There we go. Cancel burner. Awesome. And we'll pull up over Nelson's dockyard. right about there. Super cool. Let's go back and do a slow lap around English Harbour. Working hard there against the G's. Right, English Harbour, 12 o'clock. Speed brake out. Speed brake in as we get down to about 250 knots. Give everybody a wave. Just try to keep it over 200. Cabin's getting warm, but no, it's just my temperature rising. Nice. Do it once more. If I jockey the throttles, keep it about 250. Everything should be nice. And then we'll head straight back north to the airport. Very cool. Righto. Let's light the fires and head north. See you guys. See the airport already. There's a nav aid there, 114.5. Just tune that in down here. It's not responding. Interesting. Okay. I have with intermittent comms failure. Okay, so no radio. Let's check. Yep, radio off. Wow. Okay. Maybe if I pop some smoke, I'll get the message that I need to do an emergency landing. Smoke is on. Yep. Hi guys, see this? I got some problems here. See what happens. Let's go downwind. Watch the speed there. And by the way, I should dial the runway heading in of 07. There we go. 350 knots is good. Too high. There's our lovely smoke trail. Right, so let's drop the gear and do a leisurely turn to final. There's a threshold. Get ahead in the game. 3 greens, gears down, landing lights on. Feels good. Feels good. Right, watch the speed now. Don't get too slow. Pretty high alpha. Just check 3 greens, yes. Still warning, rate of descent too high. I'm right on the edge here, but anyway, let's put it down. Wheel brakes on, speed brake locked, throttles back of course. Whew. Okie dokie. Right, I've got to find out what's wrong with that electrical panel. Not to worry. Sound barrier broken. Everybody's happy. Let's go and do some maintenance, I think. Yeah, we'll turn off here. Very cool. Taking off from VC Bird at Antigua. I'm going to fly the flight plan in reverse. I'm going to fly anti-clockwise, keep the island, keep the coast on my left. So let's get this show on the road. Do a full burner takeoff for maximum drama. Rotating, holding 5 degrees, tap the brakes, gear up. And still accelerating, gear is up. Let's follow the coast. Come out of burner. As we get to 500 odd knots, passing the northern shores of St. John's. Giving the residents a nice lunchtime spectacle. Hi guys, give them a wave. Beautiful beaches down here. Fantastic. This area is called Five Islands Hills or something, can't remember. I did make a note of it somewhere, and I did come here for a day or so on the chopper, but when I'm flying this fast, memory doesn't work too well. And similarly, there's some other nice harbour coming up. Oh, there's nice places everywhere around here. Yeah, we've gone past that so quick. So now at the southwest corner of the island, turning east to fly past English Harbour. Wow, so quick. Well, if you want a quick response time, this aircraft's got it. English Harbour coming up. We'll actually fly through the harbour mouth. Right about here. And actually they want us to lay some smoke, so let's hit the smoke. There it is. Around we go. 7 Gs there, try not to black out. The circle, smoke off, climb up and have a look. Let's go to the external camera. No, smoke's still on. Now it's off. Nice. Let's do another smoky run over there, over the harbour, and then we'll head home. Okay, laying smoke at English Harbour. Take 2, let's make sure the smoke comes on. Smoke is on. Down we go. Racks up the G's, this thing has 6 G's. And let's go smoke off. Pan around and yeah. We got a pretty nice, we didn't complete the circle, but pretty nice. Practice makes perfect. Righto, back in the pit. As we head east back across English Harbour, past Nelson's Dockyard, which is right about there. Boy, this thing accelerates quickly. Amazing. Some green lights up ahead. Got traffic down there or what? No, I think that's the yep, it's that light on top of that tower. Okay, cool. See if we can do a flashy kind of landing without embarrassing ourselves too much. Using the royal we, actually, of course I mean me. Let's fly upwind. Put the smoke on for this. Brake around to downwind. And there's our lovely smoke. Cancel that. Fantastic. I love smoke. Righto. Alright, landing lights on. Gear down because we're nice and slow. And see if we can do a slow turn without stalling. I'm getting lots of warnings there. Crazy kind of approach here. Might turn it into a smoke on, gear down pass instead. Yeah, let's save face like that. That's cool. Okay, smoke off. Gear up. Brake to downwind. Try again. It's called improvisation. I don't know, I'm just trying to do a normal landing this time. Go a bit further out and throttle right back. A bit fast, but anyway. Pull a few more G's. I'm going to go wide. Gear down. Not too bad. Rescued that. And make sure the air brakes are in. Landing lights are on. Fuel's good. Watch the speed. Watch the speed. Wow, too slow now. Okay. Too fast. Too slow. And we're going to put it down. Wheel brakes on. Speed brake out. Pulls up pretty quick. Speed brake in. Phew, it's all super exciting. Another fine day in Antigua.